Shemai! Hello, it's Tom. I've got no Abigail this week because she has a job that other people rely on her because of the nature of her job. So I'm flying solo this week on a Welsh video with Learn Welsh Pembrokeshire. I've finished the second of our lessons. So we just had Richard and we had Bithig on Tuesday. So I'm recording this on Thursday. So I've had 4 hours of Welsh this week and I've had no partner in crime because of how busy she is at the moment. But if you look back at last week's video, you will see that she shared the card game because this week has been a revision week, which has been Uned 15. So I'm going to hold this up for you. Each one of those, which I know is back to front view at the moment, is a question that we've gone through in the last 7 units, I think it is. And they've all got different yeses and nos. And luckily, because this is a revision unit, we now have them all written. Oh, well, the ones from unit 9 to 14 anyway. We now have them written. So this doesn't even include the udus and the udins and things we've already done. But we've got do and naddo, which is I did or I did not. We've got oes and nac oes, oedd and nac oedd, on and nac on, ot, nac ot, and och, nach och. So just a few more yeses and nos to add into the equation, and it just makes you feel really silly. We did a little conversation where, a conversation, where let's say one of the people in the conversation wasn't exactly feeling it and just gives one-word answers. And we then went and tried going over it again, but covering up the conversation. And we had to kind of remember, / if we knew how the sentence structure worked, give the correct answer. And the question I had was, o ti'n brysur ofnadwy? So, were you very busy? And because it started off with o ti'n brysur, which I couldn't hear because all I heard was wooting, I've forgotten what I'm trying to say there. But so the answer was on for the gentleman saying it. And it just made me feel a little bit silly. But we are on the fast track course, which means that we're going through kind of twice as much as people did us on the 2-year course. We're doing 2 years condensed into one on our particular form of the course. And because it was revision, we went back over the months of the year as well. And we also looked at answering different questions and changing up how we say past tense as well. So wedi would have saved whole lots of problems when we're looking at the past tense. So dwi wedi gerdded, I have gone for a walk. Usually we've answered that with cerddais I. So I have walked. But wedi is like a magic word which makes the past tense just a little bit easier. So that's something to consider when you're speaking your Welsh. Just looking through here. Also, you may remember from a few weeks ago we mentioned gersi and cersi. Well, the book likes to use cersi, whereas we would, colloquially, we would use gersi in this area of Wales. That threw me off in one of these sections. So, gersi I lyfr arall, I had another book. So it's past tense and a new word, another, which is arall. And in English, we use another before the thing that we have another of. Whereas in Welsh, the arall comes at the end of the sentence. So, ges I lyfr arall, I had another book, or I had a book, another. Ges I gerdyn arall, I had another card. So yeah, the arall, I had another drink. Ges I ddiod arall. So it's doing that language thing where the point you're trying to make comes at the very end, which is kind of helpful in a way because you can kind of think about the sentence and then make it another one. So yeah, it was a good revision section, lots of being able to speak to each other as well. And we even had breakout rooms on Tuesday, so to go through the questions, the very first questions, and it was a really useful exercise because we could kind of help our partner that we had. And yeah, still thoroughly enjoying. I've started taking up Duolingo now as well to kind of complement the learning that we're doing in the classes. And I've started back from the beginning. So I'm essentially doing unit one kind of things on Duolingo, and it's a good way of refreshing the units that we've already done, because we've done 15 units now. That's a lot of hours worth of Welsh that isn't being backed up from those previous units. Although our homework for this week, which we kind of did with Richard, which was very handy, was writing a postcard to the tutor, and it was a mixture of present tense and past tense. So if I can find it quickly for you here, because the homework's at the back of the book. Yeah, everything is condensed in the book. It's got my heen. I've written the wrong word there. I've put ond. I'm supposed to say oer. That's how easily distracted I get. So the weather's cold, heavy today, ond, roedd hi'n, but the weather yesterday was, I put hylog. So ond, roedd hi'n hylog ddo. It was sunny yesterday. So eiddo ni weld, we went to somewhere, and then today, heddi, dyn ni'n mynd I amgueddfa was the example that we went through. So that's, we went, aethon ni, turns into dyn ni'n mynd, we are going. And so yeah, it's been a nice little helpful reminder session. And next week, it'll be brand new things again, I think. So I've got that to look forward to. Let's see if I can give you a little taster of what we've got in store. So unit 16, I think we'll be on, and it will be siarad am amser ac arian, the time and money. That's what we'll be doing next week. Hwyl fawr, see you next week. Gwela, oh, we did this as well. Gwela I chi wythnos nesa. See you next week. Hwyl!